Gene, what do you think is the best movie you saw at the Sundance Film Festival?
I think it's kind of tied, to be honest.
Well, hey, everyone gets two then. How about that? I think that's
Yeah,
fair. We'll
sure.
use that.
I think like Judas and the Black Messiah, I really enjoyed. I thought that was very timely. Like all the performances in that, and like the way they craft that story, kind of the realism, like the ending, because you guys saw it.
Yeah.
Just like
I did not actually, but I know
okay.
I'm familiar with the story. I know this. Yeah.
Yeah, like that was so well done, and like just the way that they like portray, like I don't know, I mean even like kind of Lakeith Stanfield, who's kind of like, I guess, the quote unquote like rat character of the movie, right? Like he kind of he basically like rats them all out to the
Not a spoiler,
well, yeah,
it's in the title.
yeah, it's in the title. His name is Judas. But yeah, just kind of the way like that guy is even portrayed. I wouldn't say like sympathetic, because he's like not really, but like you kind of like understand like he's like in a messed up situation as well, and like that is just like really like encapsulates that era of the 70s and like just everything, the struggles and all that. So I think it was a film that's very needed right now. But yeah, just everything about it was very like electrifying and like, so well written, so well done.
I don't see how anyone can watch that movie. It's a great movie. I saw it. I just saw it last night. It's powerful, but I don't know how any can watch that movie and not be like ACAB after. You know?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
to think
basically.
that there's gonna be people who watch this movie and they still won't be ACAB after.
Hmm.
It's like just the thought of that. I don't know, like it's
Like,
kind of sickening within itself, you know?
yeah, I mean, like, how could you like, just see anything? Like, you'll be like 3 hours waiting in line for a vaccine at Dodger Stadium because the police don't want to do anything, and not be ACAB.
Yeah, there's plenty of reasons, but I think going like talking about ACAB, that movie without a doubt, and it's like it's not shy, but like it sets it clear that like this like the system has always been the enemy,
Yeah.
and it's not a gray conversation. It is pretty black and white in the sense that no, like they are the enemy. They've always done things, like the capitalist machine is not it's not to get political because like
Yeah, and
the film itself is very political, but
yeah, and
capitalist
I would,
benefits no
yeah,
one except the rich.
and I would say like even like it reminded me very timely like Jesse Plemons' character, the FBI agent, where he's like kind of like such a both sides person, where he's like, oh yeah, I stopped the Klan,
Yeah.
and I think the Panthers are just like the Klan, and he's like saying all these false equivalencies that all these like kind of not kind of like bad, people with bad intentions always say in like public debates.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely. It captures it's very three-dimensional in the sense that talking about Jesse Plemons' character, like not spoiling much, but he's the FBI agent that enlists Lakeith to be a rat. So even him, like he's a bad person. He's a pig. Like there's no like that's not a debate. That's not a debate you can have. But it kind of puts into light that people just don't. I mean, a lot of people do. Scratch that. A lot of people do become pigs just because they want to become pigs, right? That's undeniable. But people in like his situation, it's like this kind of thinking is something that's bred into a whole line of like class. You know what I mean? So like even him, like he's trying to do his best because he's an FBI agent. He's trying to do his best to get the job done. And what's the job? Get the rat, get the information. But even then, it's not enough.
Yeah, because
the system isn't like it's not that easy. It's like what I mean. Like it's always gonna be like the worst thing imaginable, and not even the pigs see that. So,
I was gonna say even has like, like he's pretty corrupt, but like he's like there are like even more corrupt people like hired than him, like Hoover, and like even like his like one or two scruples he has, he's kind of like forced to like even go past that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to say that he's like sympathetic.
Yeah,
because he is again a pig at the end of the day, but the movie does that really good job of. It's not like humanizing, like it's kind of weird to say because I'm a cab, so it's kind of weird. It's hard to talk about it, but it's a very three-dimensional film, like we said about Lakeith. Yeah, like he's doing all this bad stuff. Like yeah, he's a rat, but also like it's all just like a result of like how oppressive the system is to everybody.
Yeah, because he
You know
had
what I mean? Like
he has like nowhere else to go. Like he's either gonna
exactly.
get
And
arrested
if you were
or
like a black man at that time, what were you gonna do? You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, so I'm interested to see what more people think when the movie comes out. I'm kind of like after seeing the movie, it's very good. It is kind of disappointing to see it get like shut out in some like award categories. Like now that
Yeah.
I mean, the Golden Globes are stupid, but also the SAG nominations were announced this morning, and like the only person that's getting love is Daniel Kaluuya, which is he kills it. He really does kill it.
Yeah.
But like it's kind of like it's a little disheartening not to see Lakeith get any recognition, because he does bring that that scale to it where you could see all sides of the situation. It's not like one-sided.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It is kind of disappointing, but hopefully, like the more people see it, they can push like the campaign for it.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. Like, cause that was disappointing. Cause I think, well, I remember your tweet was like every single announcement they had, like, for the nominees, it was like laughing my ass off.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like it was
that's
like
a
every
whole other that's a
every
whole other combo.
every single like nominee was like Rami Malek in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, you're not wrong, and like
The Golden Globes.
there's genuinely a lot of like just raw power on display in this film. Not even from the actors, but from like Shaka King, like the director, just from his point of view, and how he's able to capture certain moments and frame certain things. It's incredible. So
yeah,
it's like close to like I'm not gonna start like nitpicking, but it's like close to a perfect movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard. It is disheartening. And then when, of course, like again, we could say it's timely. Of course it is.
Right.
We could say that, especially post 2019, everything that happened last year. That's an important movie. But all that stuff, again, like in my opinion, it's kind of redundant to keep saying that because these movies are going to keep getting made, and that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But we're always going to get historical pieces, and each time a movie like that comes out, people are going to say, "Wow, it's so timely." Like it's like we've been saying this for like 10 years straight. Like you understand that things have not changed. The fact that you could still say something that is timely for like the past 20 years or whatever, so I hope that the conversation takes like a new avenue in that sense.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how you can watch this movie with a straight face and be like, yeah, you know what? Not all cops are bad, or like, yeah, leave that shit outside. I don't know how you can do that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's it's like just really, I mean, what more can you say? I mean, hope things actually change,
But the movie does end on a note that kind of on a hope of like being able to like persevere and continue even like when the oppressive system is still at play. I think that's the most important thing probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's almost a perfect weekend.
Yeah, I would say so too. I mean, like it's like like so close to like 4.5. It was like 4.5 for me. So
yeah,
Yeah,
no, I mean, again, it's just like all the raw power. But yeah.
I was gonna say the other film that's like tied for me because it's like one of the films that is like just I love all his like movies. Was In the Earth from Ben Whiteley.
I'm gonna fight you on that one, but you can go. You start.